and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. one, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. What's up, my friends? How you doing? How you doing? I wasn't sure I was gonna make it back in time. Honestly, we went to Rib Fest again, and I literally just got back. Made myself a cool ice water. Oh, bro, you can see. Look at this. Look at this. You see this, man? Fat ass mosquito got me good, bro. It got me real good. All right. I got that West Nile now. All right, hold on. Let me grab the live stream link and we will share that in the Discord. All right. Perfect. That's good. That's good. And this is good. All right. What up? Who's in here? What's going on? Just Fairy, Shelton, Millmaster, Rays, Ang, Zircon, Felonious T, Pierce, Gossett, Some, Error, Did I say Juglum? Well, I did now. Lasagna, Chicken Man. What's up? Lasagna, mosquitoes don't like you? Well, I guess that makes mosquitoes and humans that don't like you, huh? Right? Oh, mosquitoes don't like me. Yeah, because they can tell your fucking blood is putrid, worthless garbage from outer space. It's just like I wouldn't eat out of a fucking trash can. So congratulations on being the human equivalent of a fucking trash can that even homeless people wouldn't eat out of. So that's not the burn you think it is. Heavy metal, Rib Fest indeed. Rib Fest. I smuggled in a bottle of water. Today. I put it in my pant pocket. I went like this. Let me give you a reenactment like they do on television. See this? I put it in my pocket like that. Bam. I also put my phone in the same pocket to make my pocket look weird. I was like, you're probably not going to check my pocket. I probably don't need to worry. Like, yeah, I got something in my pocket for you, buddy. Shine your flashlight down here, son. But it turns out that somebody was trying to bring their wiener dog into the Rib Fest, and the guy was busy with that. So Carly's purse could have been filled with illicit drugs, and they wouldn't have even known. But I got my water in. I brought my water in. And I ate a whole bunch of food. Like a whole bunch of food. Too much food, but it was awesome. Had a fantastic time, honestly. Started out a little wonky because the bus that I was going to take there showed up like super late. So that was like, where is it? The bus schedule's not showing anything. Can't find any information online. And then it abruptly appeared. But from there, it was all gravy. Because guess what? There was nobody on that bus. So it was just like a direct line there. Super convenient. And then we get there and we decided we're gonna go pulled pork, we're gonna go cornbread and bloomin' onion as well. You know how I was talking about the bloomin' onion. Well, we went for it. So Carly wanted the food to be hot. She said, let's split up. I'll get one thing, you get the other. So she went off to get the bloomin' onion while I went to get the pulled pork and cornbread. And lo and behold, like 3 or 4 people ahead of me in line is my buddy. I was just like, wait a minute. I'm like, those are my friends. So I just walked up and was like, what's up, boys? What's going on? And then I just hopped in line in front of them and got my stuff way faster. But it solved a big problem. The bloomin' onion problem. Remember I talked about it, so much food, and like me and Carly eat a bit of it and we feel bad about throwing it away. Well, since they were both there, their original plan was to just go home. They were like, We're just getting a pound of pulled pork each and taking it home. It's like, I'm going to get some English muffins, make multiple meals out of this. I was like, that's smart. That's good thinking. But then I said, yo, I got this bloomin' onion coming. You guys got to come and hang out and eat it with me. And you can take whatever's left home with you because we won't want it. So instead of it feeling like the bloomin' onion was a waste, it didn't. It was like, yo, that's great. Had some nice company while we ate. And the timing, if the bus hadn't been late, wouldn't have run into them. So it was very serendipitous, right? Very serendipitous. There was a lot of drunk women there. There was a lot of people at the festival that were definitely messed up. Actually, I saw somebody just blazing up like 5 feet from one of the rib places. And I'm like, oh, all right, that's definitely gutsy right there. But either way, the bloomin' onion turned out to be great. It was delicious. By the time everybody had some, there wasn't that much left of it, which felt great too, because that thing cost $16. It's the most expensive thing out of everything that I got at Ribfest, right? So you don't want that going to waste. You don't want that going to waste. Hell yeah, Juglum. It was awesome, man. Heavy metal, laughing at the smoked meat. You like it. You like it. Oh, I will admit, on the ride back, I was just like, oh, I could go for a root beer, man. I mean, I had some edible action before we went to Ribfest, as I like to call it, an appetite enhancer, right? So on the way back, I was like, oh, I want some root beer, but I was like, what? It's not like, I don't think I can get to the store before it closes, and I was right. I was still on the bus when all the stores closed. I was like, okay, all right. Like, I'd have to go on an insanely long voyage to some place that's open 24 hours, like a 7-Eleven. And that is overcosted. Takes up too much time. I wouldn't have even been able to stream if I did that. Jess, yeah, I mean, criminals financially benefiting from their crimes doesn't really seem like justice to me, bro. Pierce, you used my Amazon link on a pair of shoes and reusable water balloons for your kids. Thanks for using my link. I hate to tell you, you got scammed. There's no such thing as reusable water balloons. If they don't burst, that's not a water balloon. That's just a water sack. That's a sadness sack. I think I'm going to have to alert child services because that essentially, it's like, that's abuse, bro. That's abuse. If the balloons don't break and splash the water everywhere, why don't you just give them like a grocery store plastic bag? Here you go. It's a reusable water balloon. Heavy metal, you had thunderstorms and rain for a bit, but you still got to barbecue a steak. Nice. That's awesome, man. Craving that barbecue sauce? Fair enough. Fair enough. Jesse got $1.3 million to pay everyone back. Well, there you go. There you go. Look them up. They're pretty cool. All right. You know what? I'm curious. What the hell is a reusable water balloon? Oh, it's like the first thing when I typed reusable. Huh. What's a plastic egg? It looks like what you would make ice cubes in. So they're just little balls you fill with water and throw out. How's that a balloon? How's that a balloon? That's my question for you. How does that count as a balloon? They're just plastic balls. I guess if they just called them plastic squish balls or something, I guess it's just called water balloons for marketing, right? Soppy Sid? That's the name of one of the companies? That just makes it sound like some guy who likes to get drunk and do acid, man. It's a silicone ball? Oh, you can use it to cook with. Just, nope, I've never seen an unbreakable bong. I've seen a ton of breakable ones. I've definitely seen a bunch of those break. Some says, might as well use sponges. Yeah, that works, right? Just whip a sponge at somebody that's soaked in water. it's gonna glorp them. It's gonna glorp them good. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. You want to give your kids little things to keep refilling? Then they don't run out of balloons, right? So whatever. It's cheaper in the long... What the hell was that? Oh, okay. It wasn't... Look, guys, it's not a ghost. That was just my... I took my watch off. This is my watch vibrating because I got it... Because I got a message. Jess, you're going to Deadpool tomorrow finally? Finally? The movie's only been out for like a week, dude. Finally? Finally? That seems a bit over the top, doesn't it? Does it not? Oh, man. Ooh, that was good food. And today the cornbread was like a big thick piece instead of two smaller pieces. I wondered about that. It seemed like that's what I expected yesterday. And then they just gave me like kind of like flatbread. So it threw me off that we went to the same place and they had the different cornbread. We ate so much too that like most of the cornbread just came home with us. Beep, beep, beep. Heavy metal, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Carly had a great time. I had a great time. Running into my buddies was a really nice bonus because that's just fun on top of getting to skip the line at the Rib Fest. Like, what a nice little added bonus. It was all good aside from the West Nile. That part sucks. Pierce, you think the phone buzz sounded like I farted? We found some flowers on the bus, and I said to Carly, it's some memorial to somebody who died on the bus, and she's like, there's a ghost here kind of deal. And I was like, I don't care. It's not real. I'll fart on that dead lady's ghost. That's the name of like the worst low rent movie ever. He farted on my ghost. A romance story. Oh my God, that made me realize there has to be a bunch of random like Amazon novels like Fucked by a Ghost, Spectral Penetration. Right? Because they have all those random books like Fucked by a Dinosaur or like Gang Fingered by the Fairy King. I don't know. All right. Maybe I should put this somewhere where it doesn't make those noises. Maybe I put it on here. It's probably because of the hard plastic nature of this table, bro. What up? Yeah, Magoro, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I've heard that the Deadpool Wolverine movie's great. I've heard that it's great. So, it's definitely on my list of movies to see. Heavy metal, bro. You don't want to live a life of celibacy anymore. Like, who cares? I know it's like a religious related thing, but God's not always watching. And even if he is, you can ask forgiveness. So you want to meet a lady, just put your dong up against the glass on the inside when they're walking by with a note that says, I own my own house and I'm single. Check out the goods with like an arrow pointing to it. Anything you do in your house is perfectly legal. Juglum, I'm diving into a pool you don't play in. You have no clue of these books? Well, there's a... Oh, wait, was there one of that buzzing... Oh, I guess that was you. All right, Jess, you lower to the board, big boy. You're Lord of the Board. So Juglum, you know romance novels, like where a lady's looking off into the distance with windblown hair, and there's a guy standing behind her with his like arms around her or whatever, that kind of thing. So that has blossomed into a ebook phenomenon where there's a ton of like fucked by the dinosaur is straight up like a name of one of them, where somebody gets banged by like a velociraptor or a T-Rex or something. And there's ones where there's like it's wild, honestly. So, like it's pretty dark. Some of the stuff is pretty dark. There's some chicks are into some wild stuff, man. They're into some wild stuff. So yeah, there's like a court of fairies, the fairy king, but he's gonna give it to you whether you want it or not. And also, everybody's gonna try and give it to you whether you want it or not. Tree folk and all this stuff, and it's awfully written too. Like it's not gripping reading. That's the most disappointing part, because you hear the names and whatever, and you're like, oh, I gotta see this, and you're just like, oh, so this is for dumb people who want to be banged by dinosaurs. It's a very, I was about to say it's a very specific demographic, but it's probably a very broad demographic. Get it? Because it's for women? Heavy metal! You don't date because your parents are fucked up and you're afraid of getting stuck in a bad relationship? Yeah, I mean, all relationships are bad. That's just the nature of them. Like, being married to Carly's the worst. She is like the fucking worst person on the planet. But I've just given up. It's too much work. It's too much work to go and find another woman and talk to her and all that. So I'm just going to live with horrible Carly until one day she gets hit by a bus, and then I'm going to get an AI wife. I'm going to fucking duct tape a flashlight to my cell phone, and I'm going to get an AI named Becky, and I'm going to bork Becky. Beep boop, I'm borking Becky. Human degeneracy knows no bounds. Correct. Kensuke says, thank you for taking one for the team, being with Carly. Somebody's got to keep that crazy bitch off the streets. Heavy metal and AI flashlight, that's genius. I wonder how many young guys are going to end up in relationships of that nature, because dating is challenging, right? Meeting women, picking them up isn't easy depending on who you are. I'm not talking about for me, because I have no problems at all. And actually, the fact that most guys have problems just make me shine much brighter like a star when it comes to random dating apps, and every guy's just sending a message like, hey, and then I say some crazy ass shit and I've got their attention. Because I like to entertain people, I just say crazy fucking things to the women. That's how I start my conversations. I say crazy shit to them, and it gets attention. They're like, who's this guy? I'm just gonna say a bunch of weird shit to you. We're gonna have a good time. Weird but funny and clever. Not just, don't try and emulate what I'm doing and just say weird fucking shit that doesn't make sense. They'll think you're crazy. You gotta be able to dance the crazy dance like me, right? Felonious T, there's a super hilarious new AI known as Friend. Watch the viral showcase of it. I don't even know what that is. Man. Heavy metal! You briefly met a hot lady yesterday. You don't want to jinx it, but you'll definitely see her again on the day-to-day. Pray to Jesus. Say, dear Jesus, let me put my wangus inside this lady's dangus. Please let her dangus not have the big weird flappity flaps that make me sad. Make me think of home. Please don't let her have the hound dog ears. Jess, you don't want to date because so far everyone's pissed you off too much. You love being alone. Well, it sounds like you got something. It's only a problem being alone if you don't like it. If you don't feel lonely and you're happy that way, that's great. That's a great way to operate. The truth is, I can tell myself that if this ended with Carly, that I would just like stay single. But I'm like a dude who just gets into long-term monogamous relationships. That's my overall vibe. I know it because that's how I spend the majority of my time. I go to town when I get out of a relationship because I tend to have been in a fairly long one, and then I'm just like, well, I'm gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some good times. But then I just end up finding like one that I really like and go, you know, I'm gonna stick with this one because that's what it is. If I wanted to, I could be a perpetual bachelor. I would have zero problem getting fucking ladies companionship. I never have had that issue, really. I mean, obviously, when I was like young and didn't fucking understand women, like when I was in high school, I definitely had that problem. I could not pick up women because I was not good at it. But now, like buddies I went to high school with, who I've been friends with for a long time, saw the chicks that I used to date and then like hadn't seen them in a while. And he runs into another friend of ours who's like, yo, have you seen like Hatcher's like a pimp now, man. He's with all these fucking hot chicks all the time. And my buddy was like, yeah, right. Because he was the one who always got all the hot chicks in high school. He did very well for himself, right? And I did not. So he didn't believe it until he started running into me with multiple of them. And then he was like, oh, yo, he just kept doing the eyebrow raise when he saw me with them. Like, yeah, no, things have changed, son. Carly, if you die young and I get another woman, you're going to haunt me? Sweet. I'll use that ghost infestation to prove ghosts are real, or just take advantage of idiots who believe in ghosts. I'll make a bunch of money, and me and the woman that I actually love, I'll finally really know what love is, and it'll be like, I'm so glad that fucking Carly died and is a ghost that we can monetize so I can live with you, true wife, who is my true fucking soulmate. You and I will be in heaven together, and we'll make sure to get a priest in here to send Carly's ghost to hell where it belongs. Go to hell, Carly's ghost! Get the fuck out of here. That's right, Carly. Go to hell. Joggleum says, Carly, we all know you're his one and only. Yeah, one and only ache in my fucking ball bag. One and only reason that I have 50 fucking ulcers. Carly is the one. She is the reason that I don't want to get out of bed in the morning. Katsuki says haunted Carly ghost would still count as a threesome. Are you kidding me? If I had a ghost here, I would have orgies with stupid Wiccans. You know, well, I guess orgies is the wrong word because there'd be no other dudes, right? I would just have a bunch of dumb Wiccan chicks who believe in magic and have bird skulls nailed up to their walls and stuff. I'd be like, all right, ladies, fucking shave yourself before you come over. I'm going to show you some fucking real magic. I got a special fucking wand that you can cast spells with, but you gotta be blindfolded. The magic doesn't work. The magic doesn't work if you can see it, and the magic is weird. To attune it to your aura, you have to dampen the wand with your mouth. Heavy metal, see there, Carly. Heavy metal just offered to have you exercised. You ate all the cornbread, you fucking bitch! What? Oh, you ate all the cornbread, you fucking hooker! I'm getting a divorce. How does this work, Heavy Metal? You're an ordained priest. How do I fucking divorce Carly in this stream? I divorce you. I fucking divorce you. You said pretty much. There's still some left. What, the dregs? Probably some crumbs in the bag. Leave me the crumb bag. You know what? Honestly, I feel pretty full. I don't care about the cornbread. I don't care. Whatever. If I pretend like I don't care, that makes it true, right? Carly's, it's almost my birthday. I can do whatever I want. Your birthday is like more than half a week away. So no. So, no. That's a no. Oh, I got this. Got this black Cares from before sitting on my desk in front of me. I'm going to make you have this for eating the cornbread, Carly. I know how much you hate these flavors. Jugglum! Oh, you liked the video earlier today with the mystery packs and the foundations? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Jess, I can always do whatever I want. No one's stopping me, really. Well, thanks for noticing, buddy. Thanks for noticing. You're right, I can do anything. That's so motivational. But you can't, I mean, you can't make cornbread rematerialize. So, yes, you can't do whatever you want. Oh, man. That was a lot of food. Heavy metal, I did remember the goat. The conversation put it in my mind. That is true. That is very true. God. Filoni's tea, that would have been a long birth, buddy. Jiffy cornbread mix? Never heard of it. I mean, we never really have cornbread aside from Ribfest. Sometimes would have cornmeal muffins, but there's a difference between cornbread and cornmeal muffins, that's for sure. Cornbread's more like cake, which explains why Carly ate it all. Oh, all right, I guess this must be an American thing. Jiffy cornbread. Never had cornbread when I was a kid. There's a corner piece left for me. Oh, well, thanks, Munchie. Thanks. What up, Ape? How you doing? It's like, but will it last? Will that cornbread last, or will it be eaten by the time I come out there? It'd probably be gone. Probably be gone. Whew. Yeah, man, get high going to Ripfest. Ain't too shabby at all. Ain't too shabby at all. I'm feeling pretty relaxed. I finished my draft of my sponsorship post, so I sent it in to see what Buddy thinks. I haven't heard back yet, but that was just like, I don't know, 3 hours ago I got it finished and sent it in. Managed to get it done before we left for Ribfest. And I think it's pretty good, but you never know. Sometimes there's something that they want you to say, something like, hey, this or whatever else. So we'll see. We'll see. It's fine because it's not like it's unlikely there'll be big news in the magic world tomorrow. So I told them I was going to pop it into the next video that I put out. Heavy metal, you're afraid to spend on a bunch of money on shoddy barbecue? Yeah, that's a feel-bad situation. Seems to be awesome or tough and dry. Looking for online reviews, man. Millmaster, so Ribfest is still on your mind from 2 months ago. You're warping ahead. The jumps are getting bigger, buddy. You're having your own quantum leap. You're quantum leaping. Good Lord. Whew. Man. I loved that everything turned out so well today. Running into my buddies down at Ribfest, sharing the Bloomin' Onion. It felt so much better. Jess, have I heard of 4DX theaters? The move your seat and give off smells make fog and spray water. I've been on rides that do some of those things, but never all of them. And honestly, apparently, I can't handle much in the way of rides that like move your seat around. I had no idea until we went to the falls like back in February or whatever. But there was this like toy store ride. They're trying to make you think of Toy Story. And the idea is you're flying around on a little toy plane all through this gigantic city full of toys and monsters and stuff, right? And the seat moves. It moves and vibrates and shakes you around. And we went to this theater with this in it. And like Carly was already having back problems. It's really easy for her back to start bothering her. So like pretty much as soon as the ride started, she unbuckled her seat because it says like if your seat's unbuckled, then there won't be any motion or vibration, right? If you just want to sit and watch it. So, but apparently we didn't know that meant you had to have it like undone at the beginning before the ride started. So when she like, it's like dark in here, when she unbuckles her seatbelt, a fucking light like shines down on her and an attendant, the whole ride stops. It just stops. We all were just like, that was a short ride. Is it over? But it stops. The attendant comes out to check on her, right? And then she's just like, sorry, my back, like I couldn't or whatever. So they reset the ride to start again. So it starts again and Carly's in her non-vibrating seat. And I'm sitting there, like there's these handlebars you hold down on the side. So I'm holding it. And it makes it feel like it's tilting and whatever, right? And it didn't take too long before I started to go, oh no, I don't feel very good. And then it just got worse and worse where I'm like, oh, I feel so sick. I feel sick. I don't feel good. And I'm just like, I can't unbuckle my seatbelt. I cannot unbuckle my seatbelt. Like we've been on this for so long. I'm right beside her when she undid hers. And then I'm going to be the guy to do it afterwards. So I just sat there and endured this hellish ride that's supposed to be fun. Ooh, I'm a flying plane. And I'm like, I just want to die on this thing, man. So there's like a picture of us both afterwards where I was like, I looked like I was fucking seasick, man. Like, it was a kid's ride. It's a kid's ride. And I was like, oh, God, make it end. Make it end. I will suck the devil's dick to make this stop. You know? Ape, you're farting. You're farting on people at the theater. You're going to get kicked out, man. You're going to get kicked out. Remember the Aliens one from the 90s at Universal? It grabbed your neck? What? That's crazy. The zombie one was more fun. It was just like me and Carly and mostly a bunch of dumb kids. And normally kids are really annoying, but with this ride it worked out because all their yelling and squealing just made it feel more ridiculous. We were all in this pickup truck shooting zombies together, right? So that was fun. It went over waterfalls and stuff, and like the thing moved a bit, but like just in ways that didn't make me want to not be, right? But that stupid toy, I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, I can't, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I might have to unbuckle my belt. Let it stop. How long is this ride? Make it end. Make it end. Make it end. Make it stop. I guess I inherited some of my mother's ride sickness. She used to not even be able to ride like these swan boats that literally just go around in a circle. She couldn't handle that. I tend to like rotational rides most of the time. Tilt-a-whirl, love it. The swings, where you get lifted in the air and swung about, is the best ride ever created. 100%. 100%. I hate actual roller coasters with a passion. I hate them. You wait a couple hours for like a 1 minute long ride, and the whole time my brain's like, Carney built this, you're gonna die. Carney built this, you're gonna die. That's it. That's it. It's sheer animal panic that, nope, you're not making it through this. So no thanks. No thanks. I can't even go. I can go on only the littlest of kid roller coasters. Like the littlest of little kid roller coasters. It's got to be mega tame. We went on this thing called The Bug, and it's just 4 people in a little cart or whatever. And it like, it tilts when you're going around corners. The thing just tilts to the side like it's gonna fall off, which is super unsettling. And then it just starts plummeting, and like they take your picture. Hey, look at your picture. And like everybody else in the picture has a big smile on their face. I'm like this. Just like I looked so unhappy. So unhappy. Pierce, you love the rides. Your wife hates most rides. Well, that's me, buddy. I'm your wife. I hate most rides. Santa's Village had the best rides. Yeah, actually, Santa's Village did have a lot of great rides. The one that was questionable, I know I said I like rotating rides, but there's ones where you're in like a little like rotate it yourself cup. And yeah, I started to rotate it because you can choose how much you spin. And then I was just like, oh. Lasagna, what do you mean? Explain. Gasoline Chupacabra. It's right there in the name. What do you need explained? You know what both those things are, right? It's like if I said apple shoe. You know what those mean? I know you know English. I know you know words. Juggalo, Santa's Village is still dope, man. We went with Moxman and had an awesome time. Carly, by the way, you can have the rest of the cornbread. It's all good. I don't mind. Jess, when you got older, the Gravitron had a more negative effect on you. Is that the one where like it spins around and then the floor falls off? When I was I don't know, probably 14, 15 maybe, something like that. I was in one of those, and it like pulled a chick's top off, and she couldn't do anything about it because she was stuck to the wall. It was just like, this is the best. This is the best ride ever. Yeah, there was like the one I went on was called the UFO. You spin around, and then they take the bottom off. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Millmaster, what? Is this what you did? You went to your honeymoon to Disneyland, and then you went and had an all-you-can-eat breakfast and hurled all over the place on a roller coaster? That's awful. Zircon, that's the closest you're going to see to ghost groping. It was a ghost. It was a spirit. Watched a kid puke and the force had it stuck all over his face and flow into his hair. I've never thrown up on rides. I actually haven't thrown up a lot in my life overall, actually. Except when I've had some pretty nasty food poisoning. Ape, now you have Oasis's Champagne Supernova stuck in your head, but with Gasoline Chupacabra lyrics. You're welcome. You're welcome, buddy. It's funny how that works, you know, because now there'll be probably multiple people who have Champagne Supernova in their head. Just reading it was enough for me. I can hear it playing in my head. I'm slowly walking down the hall with my Jell-O underalls. Or no, overalls. Not underalls. Overalls in this case. That's funny. Oh, yeah, man. Ribfest goodness. It's crazy they do this for 4 days. Going at night is definitely a different experience. There's people getting hammered and stoned and shit, having a good time. The music was pretty chill, and it was definitely nicer to be with friends who I could share that. I am very, very pleased about getting to share the Bloomin' Onion, because it feels way better. Way better. You know what I mean? If you buy something for $16 and you both eat as much as you want to of it, but you're throwing away 85% of it, there's still a part of you that goes, this is a waste. But we all ate as much as we want, and then my friends took the rest of it with them, along with all their pulled pork. Ooh, the one guy got something called a pulled pork sundae. Disgusting. Pulled pork with beans and coleslaw on top. Chili. Chili, I think he said. There was beans in it. Disgusting. Disgusting. Ruining perfectly good pulled pork with coleslaw? What? The chick at the rib place hooked us up, man. Like, you can get, they each ordered a pound of pulled pork. and that's $18, right? And then the pulled pork sandwich that I ordered was $14, but the amount of pulled pork on my sandwich, like, it was so loaded. So loaded. It's awesome. She put so much meat on there. So much meat. So I feel like it was like the equivalent of how much my buddy got when he bought a pound. I feel like I got the same amount. But it also came with a bun and cost considerably less. So, win. Win, you know? Lasagna, that's it? Of course I love meat. Meat's amazing, bro. Meat's amazing. Just stuff doesn't heal the way I think. Yeah, you know why? Because it's fucking ghosts. They come and they come and grow new skin on you while you're sleeping with their ghost mouth. They suck on your wounds to help you regrow your skin. It's a well-known fact that ghost saliva is better than a skin graft. Heavy metal! You're gonna have a pancake with real maple syrup as dessert? Weird. Pancake as dessert feels strange. Unless you had something like ice cream or... I don't know. I don't know. Feels like you're just having a breakfast for dessert if you just have pancakes with maple syrup, right? Millmaster issuing a challenge. If you can stop your heart. If you can stop your heart with your powers, I'll believe in them. It's the only sweet thing you have on hand. Well, fair enough, man. Hey, pancakes with maple syrup is good times. It's good times. I'm just disputing whether it feels like dessert, but who gives a shit? They're just getting into semantic quibbling. Just eat it. Just eat it. Why aren't your parrot bites healing? Because parrots secrete an anti-healing toxin. Parrot bites are lethal to humans, so you've got like a day or two left. Hey, Chicken Man ain't here tonight, so your joke falls upon deaf ears. He's not here to be afraid of the chicken consequence, the bird fallout. Oh, man. I'm feeling so much more relaxed than I was earlier today. It's great. It is great. It's a nice chill evening. I had way more fun at Ribfest than I thought I was going to, and I knew I was going to have a good time. So ultimately, that's a win, man. That's a win. A spectral rooster. A cockadoodle. Boo. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Cockadoodle boo. So stupid. Millmaster, you ate a handmade macadamian cookie sandwich with churro ice cream rolled in cereal and you think it gave you diabetes? Well, sounds about right. Sounds likely. Lasagna, that was a great ghost dad joke, wasn't it? That was really bad. I'm allowed to do as many terrible jokes as I want, though, because I do lots of good jokes. So I have a lot of comedic karma to use up. Oh, I made some lady at the Ribfest laugh when my buddies, we were all like heading out the front gate and they were heading off and they had their whole bunch of pulled pork, right? So I was just like, hey, enjoy your porkin'. And this fucking lady laughed at them. Oh, we're talking about all this food. You know what? A cheesy or two ain't gonna hurt. As soon as I'm a little less full, I'm like, I can still munch a bit. I like these. I like cheese balls. They're tasty. Currently, these are my favorite Cheetos. My friends that I ran into also happened to be Magic players, so I was able to talk to them about some Magic stuff and find out if they had heard about the Mystery Boosters 2 or what's it called, Foundations, all that kind of stuff, right? So that was a fun conversation. It's nice as well, because in real life, unlike when I'm fucking having conversations online, there's not always fucking dickheads popping in to be knob jockeys. I don't have to worry about the conversations in person, right? When you're dealing with videos, there'll always be people who bitch at you. All you do is make negative videos. Make a video like I did today. You're a shill. Stop shilling for Magic. Everything's wrong with Magic. And you're just, you're trying to destroy Magic. That's one of my favorites. Oh, are you enjoying trying to destroy Magic? It's like, how much fucking sway do you think I have? You dumb fuck. Like, for real, if that's your thought, idiot. How many people fucking watch my stuff in the first place? I couldn't fucking destroy Magic if I tried, moron. So why are you acting like that? Like, what are you talking about? If I wanted Magic to be destroyed, I'd just fucking leave. Like, me not talking about them is worse than me pointing out flaws. People talking about your game is good for business. It means people are talking about it. If nobody's talking about it at all, that's bad. That's bad. So that's a weird mentality to have. Oh, it's the hand voodoo. I'm saying I just gotta unvoodoo your hand. Does that require another spin? Your birds keep biting off your scabs. Yikes, bro. That's insane. Millmaster says they don't want your hands to function, then you can't chat. Oh, they're trying to keep you off the internet, bro. Jess, yep, you're right. Stupid viewpoints do go on forever. There's always going to be people wanging. That's just the nature of it. That took me a while, honestly, to adjust to, but I'm totally adjusted to it now, where I just go, okay. Right. Like, the conclusions people draw. The one guy was like, I feel like I'm being mocked for playing Magic when I watch these videos. And I'm like, in this video, didn't I talk about how I'm collecting Bloomborough and stuff? And then it's just like, why would you even say, like, what? You think you're being mocked for being a Magic player, but I'm literally a fucking Magic player who collects it. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand people, honestly. I read their comments and go, huh? And then that's the end of it. I don't bother to demand explanations because, you know, there's either not going to be one or it's going to be ridiculous and dumb. Heavy metal, yeah, bro. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun when you get your Legends pack, dude. Crack open that goodness. Just says, I'm 110 IQ, so 60% of people are dumber than me. It is pretty wild. Like, when you think about average intelligence, and then you think about how many people are dumber than that, and it's just like, I wonder what it's like to be that stupid, you know? Like, what is it like to be genuinely dumb? Is it frustrating? Is it just like, I'm too stupid to know what I'm missing, so it's no real problem for me? Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, well, when I was younger, I was jealous of dumb people. I was just like, man, I overthink, and there's all this stuff, and it's just like, it'd be nice to just be dumb and not think about any of this. I don't think that way anymore. I wouldn't want to be stupid, but I felt that way when I was young. Master, 30% of commenters don't read or write well, let alone understand sentence structure or rhetoric. 10% probably don't know how to speak. There's some real dummies, but at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me anymore. I used to be bothered by this stuff years ago. I used to get so up in arms about people's comments and stuff, and now I just read them and go, at most. Sometimes I don't react at all and just off to the next one. Potts, ignorance tends not to hold hands with self-awareness. True. True. The bell curve drops off real fast. Heavy metal. I don't think you're making that many typos, bro. Don't worry about it. You being on a tablet and having something to drink. Yeah, don't worry, man. It's all good. It ain't no big deal. Oh, this isn't a good. Wait, what happened here? Oh, okay. I was like, why is there water on my computer tower? And it's like, oh, it's because it's like a little pulled out from under the table, and when I picked up my water, it's wet underneath, so it just dropped one drop on there. So it's like, oh, there's a sign that needs to be moved. What up, Al? Jess, just wait, man. Just wait. As you get older, the kids will have more and more different slangs that you don't know. And you'll be like, what the hell does any of this mean? What does any of this mean? Oh, man. Whoa. Woo. Man. Yeah, Ribfest has been great this weekend. Like, the contrast between the amount of people who was there today versus yesterday. Yesterday it was so empty. That's the only time I ever think in my life I'll be able to get footage like that, where it's like, check it out. It's empty here. It's empty here. It's empty here. It was not empty today, but I ran into my buddies and I said, yo, we're going to go sit under this one pavilion. And then right out front of that pavilion was a completely fucking empty table, which is crazy because every table had people at it, like everywhere that I looked. And Carly had pointed out, there's some at the end space at the end of that table. And then when we got to where we're going with the food, there's just one completely empty table. And it's like a long, like banquet hall style table. So we just sat down right in the middle of it and nobody else came to sit there. Had the whole thing. Mountain Jam, staying up late harvesting. Nice, buddy. Enjoy. Enjoy. Lasagna, nah, the yawn's not like I'm tired going to bed kind of stuff. Like, so, I don't think so. It's more a yawn of like a fat, contented raccoon that's eating a bunch of trash. Do you know what I mean? Heavy metal, getting your home organized. Right on. Right on. Jess, is there something after the Box of Glory? Yep. There will be, but that's going to be, like, for real, bro. That's going to take, like, if you look at this, it's going to be probably, like, a year. Probably, like, a year. Even with bonus streams, you know? But, yeah, there definitely will be a next step. Just like before this, there was the Tome of Glory and the Tome of Champions. It went Tome of Champions, Tome of Glory. There was a tower stack for a while, but that turned out to be a really unworkable idea. And then art cards came along, and now art cards in the Box of Glory is the way to go. Al, I seem to be in high spirits. I am in high spirits now, man. It's great, honestly. Like, Ribfest went really well. I'm pleased because today was productive. Not only did I get out my video talking about the funky new magic stuff, but I got to work on my sponsorship. And even if there are changes requested, that's just involves like loading up the file and making some tweaks, right? Heavy metal, the stack, I believe was pre-21. It was short-lived. It was basically the same thing as like the tomes, except the cards were getting glued onto each other. But then like the way, even though I was fan rotating them around, it just ends up covering up all the names and stuff. So it didn't work out very well. It was an ill-conceived, it was a cool idea, but ill-conceived. So it didn't work out. Honestly, I really like the Box of Glory specifically. I really like this vibe, man. I like it because not only is it made up of the art cards, which could be put into binders, but it's just like it's like the rings of a tree, you know? You can see it growing. Like when I started it and there was only a few cards and more and more and more and more and more, you know? I literally need a book to keep track of how many entries everybody has, all that kind of stuff. Heavy metal, that was the long ago, buddy. Al, you brought a John home? I didn't know you were a hooker. I could have guessed it. I could have guessed it. I guess Al is short for all in my mouth. Jess, it's 28 degrees in your house. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's not like 40 with a bunch of humidity, so it's all right. It's all right. You know, Al likes dongs in his mouth. I like balls in mine. Lasagna, love the free insults. I'm a generous man. We don't have to have a wheel for me to tell you to get fucked. Cheesy goodness. Going to Rip Fest with Carly is a good plan, man, because she brings the stuff that I wouldn't think to bring, like a little package of wet naps so that you can de-rib meatify your hands, de-grease them after that bloomin' onion, yo. Juggling the new card sets look interesting. I'm curious as to how many people genuinely like Future Sight. I saw multiple people mentioning the Future Sight frames in the comments. And for me, I'm indifferent to the Future Sight frames. And I don't really care about the whiteboarded stuff either. You know, I'm still very much like, I think blackboarded versions just look better. So for me, whiteboarded stuff doesn't have an additional level of allure, right? Like, actually, when I told my buddy when we were at Ribfest, I'm like, they're doing whiteboarders. They're doing whiteboarded versions, and I started telling him what they were doing whiteboard versions of, and he just gave me this weird look, like, why would they do that? And I'm like, I know, right? And I told him about the Future Sight frames, and he was kind of like, if you've been playing a long time, you might just be like, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Heavy metal, you've been watching early 2000 movies? A lot of Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider is a carrot. The Animal. Chris Rock movie called Head of State. Is that the one where it's like they do the fear mongering on television where they're like, there's about to be a black president, and then it's like got that Outcast song or whatever, where it's like where it just counts down and like 3, 2, 1, go, and then boom. What the hell is that song called? Baghdad something. It's got such an amazing start to it, and so they play that song, and people are just charging out of their houses in suburban areas to go and vote to make sure he doesn't become president or something like that. That's it, Millmaster. Whiteboarders are for the poors. I had to have whiteboarders a lot of the time. I want black borders. I want black borders. 100%. So it's not like I hate whiteboarders. It doesn't make the card better to me. Where it's like, we made a whiteboarded version of this. It's like, why? Because the kids think it's cool, Grandpa. Oh, okay. I'm too old, man. I'm from the earlier era of Magic, right? So for me, whiteboarders are psh. And it's just random to put Dark Ritual on a Future Sight frame. You know, it just feels random as hell. A lot of Magic feels random as hell now. Just a lot of random stuff. Ness, you're fine with different borders for Universes Beyond, but keep Magic cards the same? That ship sailed, doesn't it? That ship is sailed and sunk somewhere off the coast. Felonious T, yeah, bro. White borders show grime, and grime especially, very quickly. All the black flecks that will be on the outer edge of cards from people's hands. It's hand grease. It's hand grease from the days where we didn't use sleeves. Now, I got this card. It's worth 7 cents. I better make sure to put it in a sleeve. Should I double sleeve it? Oh, hashtag MTG Finance. You know? Jess, you sent me 5 directly so I get something tomorrow if I wanted. Fuck YouTube's cut. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. That's considerate of you. It has a lot of Nate Dogg singing through it. It reminds you of Regulator, but he's describing what's going on. That's fun. I've seen that movie, but I can't remember anything that happens in it. At all, aside from maybe that one scene that I just mentioned. Juggling, yeah, your decks, my deck would either be in one of those little cardboard boxes or one of the plastic like clamshell kind of ones, you know, with the little like, it's not like a clasp, but it's 2 little plastic pegs in reverse directions and you just pop it open. But they're like too tall. They're too tall for like a box like this. So if you put them in a box like this, then the little bump would stick up so your box would bend up at the top. It's so funky that like started playing Magic before the internet was the source of information that it is, where you can just go and look up the comprehensive rules and all that. We just had the tiny little rule books that came with the cards, right? That's it. There's your rules. There's your rules. Here's a little rules card they inserted for Legends and stuff. And now, every time they put it a set, there's like a big web page talking about all the changes and abilities and corner cases and all this stuff. So they can provide more information than ever, but the abilities still seem broken and unworkable half the time. Magic's getting ridiculous. It is. Millmaster, did you say, ooh, I like your style? Is that what happened? I like how they have like contact information, but it's only like phone numbers. Phone numbers. It's like, oh, if you want to contact us, phone us or write us. And it's like, what about an email address? Like, nah. Millmaster, you had the comprehensive rules on a Palm Pilot? All right. Heavy Metal, you read the little 4th edition rulebook in your parents' backyard trying to learn how to play the game? Nice. I learned from my friends who already played, and then I just read the rulebook anyways to make sure I understood everything. But I already had the good fortune of having multiple people who were already playing Magic. So I just kind of joined in. Those were great days, man. The earliest days, playing with the old stuff from Legends. Legends felt so amazing. Like, for real. All this crazy new stuff. Like wonky, insano artifacts like Sword of the Ages. The crazy gold legendaries like Lady of Angela. It was awesome. It was awesome. Heavy Metal, yeah, I didn't trust your friends. Well, my friends would play the cards wrong, and I'd read the card and go, that's not how it works, you fucking cheater. Juggling, we brought the pre-stacked Learn to Play box, the brown box. Yeah, I remember that one. It's like, it looks like a big Magic card back, and it's got a plastic tray in there with 2 card slots, like for the decks down at the bottom, and then a bigger area up at the top for the rules and maybe some like glass bead counters. I've got one of those boxes around somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right up there on that shelf. Yeah, I have one of those. I got a lot of random pieces of Magic's history. I know it was my life, but that's so long ago that it feels like it was somebody else's life, right? It's wild. Oh, Pierce, you gotta find out who to contact about your messed up. You gotta contact Wizards customer service about your jacked up foils, bro. Ness, yeah, it's in shade, bro. Oh, the number of times that I sat there with the fucking Swords to Plowshares in my hand going, I can't get rid of this stupid thing. I need a Wrath. I need a Wrath. If I didn't have like a Maze of Ith or something, Ice and Shade was going to do some serious damage. And the old Elder Dragon Legends, yeah, it was fun. It was obviously clunkier back then as well. It's not like everything was perfect. Jess, yeah, I've heard about that. Like you're a new person because all your cells have been replaced. But I'm talking about from the mental perspective. It almost feels like my life was 3 different lives. Like from like 1 to being like 15, you know, and then like up into your 30s and now into my 40s, whatever. It just feels like it's my life and I lived it. Boy, it's strange how it works. Heavy metal, you used to dream of getting I remember having tons of dual lands, bro. Tons and tons of dual lands. They were like the best for trading. They were great trading grease. It was easy to make deals happen if you had a bunch of dual lands. If you wanted like an Ancestral Recall or a Time Twister or, you know, like a Time Walker or Moxes or a Lotus or something, you could just start dropping dual lands on the table until there was so many that they couldn't say no. And it's like, ah, yeah. I remember days like that, starting out with a box of just my, like, here's my trade box. By the end of the day, traded up into an Ancestral Recall. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I used to love all the trading. Trading is like such a thing of the past overall. You know, there are still some people who do it, but everybody used to trade. Now, most people just want to buy and sell. And if they are trading, it's just straight up like, we'll just use this price website. Like, they just want the easiest, non-hassle way. And trading with somebody is more of a bitch, right? Ness, you had a small Magic circle? See, I was part of like, there was, I don't know, eight or 10 of us all from high school who played Magic together. We'd go to like somebody's house and just all play Magic. We were like our own roaming tournament almost. And then would go down to the LGS that I still go to now. I've been going to Phoenix Rising since I was fucking 15 years old, man. From when there used to be this unmarked door in a back alley you had to know about to find until like they moved new locations. Then the new owner, after the old owner died, still been going to the same place. But we go there, and the original Phoenix had a basement that was like rough-hewn stone. It looked like you were literally inside a castle. So it was this gigantic basement, and we'd go there, and there'd be so many people to play and trade Magic with, and it was amazing. And I would go every weekend. Every weekend. Go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, every week. Every week. Loved it. Mountain Jam. Yeah, get some tacos, buddy. Every meal you got Plateau first because of the Nirvana song. Right on. Ness, it was amazing, bro. It was amazing. It was such a great time. Magic was so fun. I spent so much time thinking about it, looking over all the cards, reading everything I could get my hands on about it. I don't know if anybody's told you guys, but a bit of an obsession. Bit of an obsession. I guess you don't end up the Magic historian any other way, now do you? It's crazy that I've been involved with this game for 30 years. It's even crazier that I've been doing YouTube videos on it for like 7 years. It's wild. Never would have thought things would have turned out this way. Pierce, yeah, trading was fun. Just another aspect of being social, making deals with people, figuring out the stuff that you want. Also, just discovering new cards back before there was like spoiler lists. And you couldn't just go online and watch somebody crack a bunch of boxes or whatever else, right? You just had to like discover what was there. Yeah, Jess, it is weird. It is weird how this all happened, right? Like I was working at the game store making YouTube videos just to tell people, yo, change your deck for standard or whatever. And then it turned into this, so that even when that situation at the store ended, because there's new people buying it and they don't need me. They don't need me to run events. They don't need me to supply them with cards because they can do all that, right? So I was basically obsoleted. But then it turns out that I had found a different job involving Magic the Gathering. So yeah, I mean, considering that, well, I went to Ribfest today, and what did I do when I was at Ribfest? I was talking about Magic with my friends, you know, like, that's it. That's it. I clearly, I'm a hopeless Magic addict. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's why it's funny to me when people are like, you hate Magic. No. Yeah, you should stop. You should quit because you hate it. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I play Magic pretty much every day. I talk about it every day. So, doesn't really line up with what feels like reality to me. But you can have your opinion. I don't give a shit. Doesn't stop me from doing what I want. I know that because I've had years and years of people saying this shit to me. And then also calling me a shill when I'm excitedly talking about something I like. Lasagna, happy little accidents get you where you need to be. Yep, it totally just... This was all a fluke that I happily embrace. That's right, Jess. See, you get it. Hate and Wizard's choices and Magic are two separate things. Exactly. It's funny to hear it too, especially on videos where I'm like talking about collecting Bloomborough. You hate Magic. Well, here's a pop quiz, hotshot. If I hate Magic, why am I collecting a set of Bloomborough? Right? I've had people come along and rage. Why do people watch this channel? This guy doesn't play Magic. He doesn't collect Magic. And I'm like, where's this coming from? And you go and look and they're just like, I make pack opening videos and nobody watches. Oh, that's why you're mad at me. Okay. That makes sense. You're just like, people should come and watch me open packs because I love Magic and I'm a good time. And you're just farting on Magic and that's not cool. You don't play it. Fuck you. People should like me and my thing more. It's not fair. It's not fair. I open packs for people, and they should have to watch it. Watch me open boost. Don't you want to watch me open booster packs? Watch my exciting video called "I Open a Pack of Ravnica." It's like, okay, all right, and then it's just like Ravnica. So guys, here's this card. Here's his name. Here's this card. Here's his name. This card's name is this. Oh, I got one of those cards. Like, there's a billion card opening channels. Actually, there's some guys who have ranted like that and said, people need to watch my opening videos because I do giveaways and all this stuff. And they're like, he's literally shitting on what I do and saying I'm not a Magic fan. And in the same breath going, watch me, I'll give you things. I give things and I care and open in the packs. And I'm like, I'm sure you're really good at it. I'm sure you're really good at it as you're having a fucking emotional breakdown in my comment section, pal. I get it. You make stuff, you want people to see it. That's totally understandable. Totally understandable. But it's just funny to have them get mad at me. What the fuck did I do? What did I do? If you want to get mad at me, go get mad at a video. A monkey fart will get 20 million views, bro. One monkey fart will exceed the views that I get on every video in a year. So... what am I going to go cry about that? Like, you're never going to be happy if this is your fucking attitude, man. Like, I got news for you. People will watch a fucking monkey fart before they will ever consider watching your stupid pack opening videos. You're not fucking entertaining. I clicked on your video and you sound fucking dumb and dull. Like, doesn't matter. You can't blame me for this shit. I didn't make you stupid, right? Heavy metal, I know, right? Right? You can't believe Jace the Mind Sculptor sucks. He used to be the big deal. He used to be like oh my god, it's amazing and he's so unstoppable. But by today's standards, Jace the Mind Sculptor is like mid-level. It's mid-level. Yeah, there you go, Lasagna. Go enjoy some monkey farts, buddy. Have fun. That'll take you down a rabbit hole. There's all kinds of stuff to watch. But yeah, people watch random videos about cats and dogs and stuff like way more. You can't compare what you do to anybody else because it's not the same. It doesn't matter. Everybody's fucking different, right? So it's just like going up to a chick. You shouldn't be dating him. You should be dating me. And it's like, just work on yourself and stop being like this. Jess, yep, you're right. You're right. There is a lottery aspect to YouTube as well, where if you've got a knack for it, then you can capitalize on it more if the luck kind of strikes for you. But you're right. There are people out there who are really skilled, talented individuals who don't really have much of a following, and there are lazy idiots that have millions. So it is what it is, man. People can watch what they want, right? Ness, the Michael Scott, why are you the way that you are? It's your exact thoughts on magic right now. Oh, Toby. So yeah, man. I mean, I do underneath it all feel bad for the people who are making content and getting really like unhappy that people aren't watching it. Because at the end of the day, it's like you want to share what you're doing, don't you? Right? So hopefully you have more luck, buddy. But getting mad at me won't do it. Getting mad at me won't do it. And I don't get upset at people's fucking comments anymore. It's all throwaway nonsense. Why bother? Why bother, right? When you can just have some balls in your mouth. That's a viable choice. Also, the Magic has like 1 million people making videos for it, and it's so fucking niche too, right? Like, there's much broader appeal things you can do if you just want people watching you. Millmaster, the last 12 months has called a lot of Magic creators from YouTube. Why do you say that? Oh, you know what? I've seen in recent times some channels getting fucking hammered. I mean, channels that have videos with fucking 500,000 views or more struggling to hit 2,000 views on a video, and I'm just like, wow. Like, my YouTube experience has been very non-tumultuous. It's been pretty much like this with a slight incline. I don't grow at any crazy rapid pace. I've never had any like big banger, mega insanely high numbered videos. I'm always roughly within a range that ebbs and flows. Sometimes it ends up a little higher. Sometimes it flows back. But like, the swings that I'm seeing on some of these guys, that's got to be wild. It's got to be wild to be like, yo, I was making videos that got like 500,000, 750,000 views. Why is this not working? What am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? Like, who even knows? Who even knows? Lasagna, oh, you're disappointed by your fart quest? That sucks. Juggling, you like the layout and design of the foundation playmats? They seem alright, yep. Metal, you're making your own world's best shirt? That's fun. That's fun. What up, Habanero? How you doing? Heard through the grapevine. Is that what you call your lady? Millmaster, you've seen the same thing. You also seen big channels that never did anything more than sponsors at the start suddenly reading multiple ad reads every video. Man, that's got to be crazy having that many like sponsor options. You know, like, because I get my sponsorships very intermittently, right? So, but that's all right. Actually, I guess technically I get a lot more requests, but a lot of them I just do not respond to or get engaged with because they don't make sense. And some of them I'm sure must be scams. And I don't feel like getting into with scammers. Like, when they just, like, some of them will send you a message going, hey, we're offering this much for an ad spot. And it's just like, but then you read the email and it's like, first of all, they don't do that. When companies approach you, they do not offer you the money. They're hoping to fucking pay you like less. So they don't want to be the first. They want you to give them a number. And then if it's less than they want to pay, then they'll be like, yeah, hey, all right. And if it's more, then they'll be like, well, then they'll tell you the number they were thinking. They don't start with a number. They're playing that like, let's keep our information to our chest thing. So anybody who starts out by saying, hey, we're going to pay you this much. And then you read the email and it's like, hey, we represent brands like blah, 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 blah. Wow, it's funny how you're telling me all these brands that you represent, but you're not telling me who you want to set me up with the sponsorship for or anything. So it's almost like you don't have anything lined up at all. And this is bullshit. So no, I won't even respond to those because it's just like, you're probably a scammer. And then they just keep fucking emailing you. So I guess I'm to understand that you don't want this money? Like, some of it is fucking sarcastic. And I'm like, who's going to respond to this dickhead? Also, if you're not interested, just tell me. No, I won't. Because then you'll be like, oh, this email responds. Let's keep bothering him. Let's keep trying with other things. Get fucked. My non-response is your answer. You can fuck off with your passive-aggressive bullshit, you little fucking bitch. Like, for real. If I respond, it will be to tell you to go fuck yourself, you lying scammer, but I don't want to help you make things fucking better. It's so funny when they contact, hi, I represent this, I'm with this agency, and we work with these people. And I think you'd be great for a campaign we're doing. And it's like, oh, really? Cool. What campaign specifically did you think I'd be good for? And then you can tell they're just pulling one out of their ass. And it's like, yeah, fuck you. You didn't start with this, and this isn't what it is at all. Go fuck yourself. That's right, Jess. That's right. I'm supported by my fans. That's what makes this all fucking work. Trying to live off like ad revenue and sponsorships wouldn't do it. They're nice, but they're not. They wouldn't keep the fucking lights on. Habanero, take 15 copies of Monkey Bone and jam them all up your ass, bro. How about that? How about that? The sponsorships were all skis or gotcha. Oh, seems out of desperation. Okay, fair enough, Millmaster. Fair enough. Juggle them what? You don't know why people don't... I don't know what you're talking about. What? It looks like you're talking about sitcoms or something? I don't know. I don't know, buddy. I do know that I want to start fucking making some other stuff. But there's, I don't know. There's also just this fucking inertia. I've just got this inertia going on right now. I mean, I do have some stuff planned for Hatcher. Like, that stuff is happening. There has been some stuff recorded. But I just feel like I'm on this fucking threshold. And for now, you know when you're on the threshold to something and you haven't started it, but your brain goes back to it and you just end up talking about it, but you haven't actually fucking done it? That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in that little fucking space in between the sneeze and the dream, you know? Whatever the fuck that means. Jess, I know. You fucking give me money because you find me entertaining, right? That's the deal. That's how it's supposed to work. I don't fucking do giveaways to try and bribe you. Like, hey, if you support me, then maybe you'll have a chance of getting a prize. I don't go that route. I don't go oh, I'm sad and I'll have to shut down my channel if I don't get enough money. So if you guys don't want my content to go away, you better give me money. I don't do that either. I fucking said a whole bunch of times that if stuff starts to dry up and it's not making me money, I'll still fucking come and hang out. I'll just have to work doing other stuff as well. That's it. That's fine. I accept that reality, man. I accept whatever happens. It could go either way. Things could fucking shrink down and I could need to fucking supplement it in other ways, or make this just I can do it when I'm not working my full 9 to 5, or it could go the other way where maybe I start tapping into other kinds of content and things lift up, right? Because I mean, my magic stuff has been slumping somewhat. I haven't been getting hosed the same way other people have. I'm still getting a decent amount of views on my videos, but like, things have slumped overall. And on top of that, the way that everything's fucking spiraled in prices for everybody over the last couple of years, I've gotten a bunch of people who've had to drop off my Patreon and shit going, financial reasons, like, before, every once in a while when people would drop off, it'd just be like, not playing Magic anymore, or like, I moved on to other things. But now, virtually everybody is like, yo, for money reasons, I got to. They send me messages going, man, I'm sorry, I got to stop. And I'm just like, it's all good, bro. I appreciate the support you did. I totally get it, right? Most people never even do it. You'll never catch me like fucking Onision messaging people going, why'd you stop your fucking Patreon? It wasn't even that much money you were giving me. Why'd you stop? And it's just like, it's like the most entitled, insane shit. So I always take it from the angle of, people have supported me at all. That's amazing. If you got to stop, yeah, no worries, man. It was never a requirement. Mailmaster, am I going to start reviewing albums, movies, or videos? Music albums seems highly unlikely. Movies is movies and video games feel like a high likelihood. I don't know if there'll be other things as well, but I mean, I watch movies all the time and love movies, and so that one feels likely. I know there's a billion channels doing that stuff, but I don't really give a shit, you know? I like doing my stuff, and I know there'll be people who fucking enjoy it, so. Juglum! Yeah, Kevin Smith did a great job on Clerks, honestly. Habanero, the movie reviews I did in the past were absolute fire. You're just saying that because you like the Monkey Bone one. Yeah, movie reviews are definitely of interest. I like talking about movies. I like talking about what I liked about them. I like talking about the stuff that didn't make sense. John, the problem is AI writing is garbage. You're never going to make a movie that's going to impress and blow people away with garbo AI writing, you know? It's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen, bro. Mountain Jam, no, I'm not going to go the Boogie route. The thing about Boogie is originally he had that like underdog story where it was just like he was struggling to make it and he seemed like he just wanted to entertain people. Now, I didn't watch a ton of his stuff at all, but I was aware of him, and I just kind of thought of him as a dude who just wanted to, I'm going to act as this angry fat man and make some funny stuff for people and just kind of goof around on the internet. He didn't seem like a bad dude. And now he seems like a grifter that lies about having medical conditions to get money from people. Like, oh, yeah, sorry, I spent your money on cancer payments. And then it's just like, but you didn't. You didn't. And yeah, he's a fucking scammer now or whatever. It's sad. Also, I think he enjoys like people shit talking him and whatever else or something. I think he likes that. And let me go on the record. I have zero problem with older guy, younger chick relationships at all. At all. At all. But the thing between him and his woman, it's fucking uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. She seems like she's being taken advantage of because I don't know if it's abandonment issues. There's something going on with her. And like, it just makes me, it's all kinds of, oh my God. Ugh. Really. Habanero, you always remember when I did the Aquaman movie review? That one had your dad and you busting a gut from laughing. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, was that the one where in the thumbnail I had Aquaman and it was like, it said, you kids want to buy some drugs, right? Like something like that. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot that I honestly genuinely forgot that I did those movie reviews a million years ago. Because all that stuff is gone. It got lost. It got lost in the mix, right? Mountain Jam weekly anime reviews for whatever ongoing series I want. Yeah, that would work if I was into any particular like anime at the time or whatever. I'm currently not watching animes. I've been watching mostly movies. Mostly films. Oh, that's what it was. I was trying to figure out what the notification was, but it's because I changed my medication time, so it's giving me an alarm a little bit early. Habanero, the Aquaman review lives in your head forever, just like the fuck you pay me video. That was funny. That was funny. Yeah, I remember like some random dude somebody asked me if they could send me crypto, and they couldn't at the time. So I set up a crypto address and I mentioned it at the end of the video for the guy who had asked about it. Multiple people asked about it, and somebody else got upset about it. I can't stand the grifting and asking for money, blah blah blah. And it's like, this isn't about you, dipshit. This is actually for somebody who fucking asked me, not you, right? This has nothing to do with you. But have fun making it about you, because I don't give a shit. Who do I care more about? Some dickhead who can't keep his fucking mouth shut when it's got nothing to do with him? Or the people who said they wanted to give me money? Go ahead, be jealous, you little fucking prick. That's probably why you heard it that way. I'd be jealous too if I was in your shoes, you fucking loser. But anyways, I actually left a dickheadish comment to him and then made that fuck you pay me video for Patreon. And I went back and was basically like, here you go. What do you think of this? Right? It was because that's the kind of shit I used to do. Heavy metal, you don't know how to use crypto yet? You don't need to. You don't need to. Crypto is mostly a scam, bro. It's virtually all a fucking scam. Almost all of it. Pipe dreams and lost monies. The only way it seems like you make money with crypto is by scamming people. Jess, who else has paid me to watch crazy videos? It doesn't happen very often. Infrequent. Mountain Jam, oh, you're a fancy boy. You're going to have a bratwurst with the Mexican cheese blend and barbecue sauce on brioche. Look at you, fancy pants. Miko, you agree? Scam 100%? I stayed away from all the crypto stuff that tried to sponsor me. Crypto games, any of it. Any of it. Like, it's one thing to advertise a product you guys can choose to get or not, right? Like a Ridge wallet or whatever. It's another thing. Oh, this is a game that pays you to play it. No. No. Habanero, you got a bunch of my videos in your head forever? Nice. The original channel introduction video. Oh, the first time the boss monster video. That was amazing. Because the thing is, I thought that it was just going to get a poor reaction from everybody. I did not think people were going to love it and subscribe because of it at all. Like, I didn't make it for that reason. I was not trying to make the audience happy. I was amusing myself. That video was made to amuse myself. It made my mom mad at me because she didn't like that I was fucking about with the channel, making intro videos that would drive people away. But I was like, this is the only chance I got to do this, Mom. What if people know me later? I can never fool them with this kind of stuff, so I got to do it. And I did it because YouTube was like, you should make a 15 to 20 second video that's like really catchy and makes people want to subscribe to your channel. And I said, or what if I make a 15 to 20 minute video as my intro video and it's terrible and makes people not want to watch my channel? And I laughed at that idea, and I said that's what I was going to do. And everybody I told about the idea thought it was a bad idea. Like, everybody thought it was a bad idea. And I did it anyways. And I thought it was hilarious. And so did a bunch of people who watched it. A ton of people were like, this is great. Like, they genuinely liked it. So that was a surprise to me. I was like, huh. I remember when I went to the YouTube party and I was telling like YouTubers, managers and stuff about that, and they were just like, oh, that's great. Like, they were like smiling and like, oh, saying nice things, but like subconsciously they were shaking their head like, you don't do that. What are you doing, idiot? NFTs are scams? Yup, agreed. Agreed. Heavy metal, leaning towards making the pancake, but you don't want to lose your wine buzz. Just have more wine with the pancake, son. Mountain Jam, you have Hatsune Miku in your head forever. Oh, you got Hatsune taking a shower, dirty business boy. You stop it now. It is pretty ridiculous. I've made a bunch of ridiculous nonsense over the years. I like that I can just make whatever dumb nonsense pops into my head, you know? That's what I guess I need to make more of, is just dumb nonsense. Yeah, that Hatsune stuff is so dumb. But it makes me laugh. I know it's going to be good when I'm done recording. And first of all, if I'm laughing when I'm making it, it's a good sign it's going to be good. But if I laugh when I go back, like, and I'm actually editing it, then I'm like, yep, we got a good one here. What up, Sliver? Where's the choke wheel? It's no choke Saturdays. It's don't choke. You gotta choke yourself tonight. I decided apparently I didn't want anybody to super chat me, so no wheel. Just sucking my thumb and having cheesies. I feel like if you have the wheel every night, it gets boring, right? Miko, yep, definitely. In an entertaining, dumb way. 100%. 100%. Just goofy jokes. That's why Carly tells me I should be making like some short form stuff like that. Just messing around and putting it out there. Oh, and she's right. She's right after all. Oh, man. This has been a nice chill stream. Seems like tomorrow's going to be a good day as well. Man, these cheeses are good. Yeah, Miko, I feel you. The youngins like shorts. They do indeed. I feel like if it imparts something to you, fine. A lot of the things I watch like that have nothing going on, but as a short joke or whatever, if it makes you laugh, it makes you laugh. So that works. Heavy metal, if I had some... Yeah, well, the goat's gone. He's gone, man. The goat's gone. Miko, you worked an 11-hour day on your day off. Well, that's not your day off then, is it? Mountain Jam, just make up my own stories for new magic stories? What? I don't know, it'd just be weird to just change their story. You know? That's not the story of what happened on Bloomborough if I just like made my own shit up. I'm not really into writing my own fan fiction. All right. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It's been a good time. I shall go off into the dark night. Not Batman. All right, not Batman. So have a good night, my friends. I will catch you guys next time.